Hello, my gorgeous ones. Welcome to Alicia Budget Beauty. My name is Alicia. On my channel, I love all sorts of fun stuff like fashion, beauty, indie makeup. I do all sorts of fun stuff as well, like hauls, tutorials, reviews. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe, stick around, be a friend. All right, you guys, I'm super excited to dig into this new palette from Adept Cosmetics. I think this is maybe my 7th one now of Adept's. I skipped Seahorse because it was a little out of my price range. Didn't call to me as much as this palette did. As soon as I saw the reveal on Instagram, I was like, all right, that is stunning. That is perfect for fall. I have to have it. So if you want to see inside, get my thoughts on the palette, do a couple of looks, keep on watching. Okay, guys, let's open up this gorgeous baby. So here she is. She is so beautiful. And I think what really sealed the deal for me is one, this looks like a gorgeous fall palette. I also saw Christmas in this palette, not necessarily winter, but Christmas. Now there are crazy shifts that hopefully you can kind of see here when I move it. Like, see these down here is like green, orange, but then it shifts to red. I mean, these shifts are crazy, 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 crazy. Anyway, it just looked absolutely stunning. All right, so you guys, this is also Star Trek themed. So Samarian Sunset, I'm not that familiar with Star Trek. I mean, it was always on when I was growing up. I remember the time it would come on as well. Maybe it was in syndication already, I'm not sure, but it would always be when my mom was getting dinner ready. Jeopardy had just ended, or Wheel of Fortune. I think it was Wheel of Fortune just ended, and then Star Trek would come on, and it would always be playing in the background. So like I recognize the music, the characters, but I never really sat down and truly watched it. I do know that the owner of Adept is a big Star Trek fan, and Samarian Sunset, I looked it up, is actually a drink. So they make cocktails after this inspired by this drink that they would drink on the show sometimes. And apparently it was like clear at first, and then they tapped on the rim or something, and it would turn into this glowing orange drink. The more you know. You're smarter now for knowing. And here's what it looks like if you are curious. And then if you Google it, there's all sorts of like cocktail recipes as well. It's a really pretty looking drink. So anyway, that's where it comes from, because I think a lot of people get this palette and be like, yeah, it's Star Wars themed, but they don't really know what the name even means. So, all right, you guys, I'm going to do some just finger swatches here and then on my hand. So I'm not exactly sure how you say, since I didn't watch the show, but Moog, Farpoint. We're starting with this one. Moog, Farpoint, Risa, Lau. Oh my gosh, if anyone's a Star Trek fan, you're probably so mad at me if I'm not getting this right. Packlid? Okay. Hopefully you can kind of see that. Okay, so let's do some finger swatches here. And then the thumb. Okay. Ooh, so pretty. Look at those shifts. Oh my goodness. We love it. Gorgeous. Okay. And then the second row, we have Obsidian, Order, Praxis, Trill, USS Defiant, and Tal Shiar. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. And so again, that same order, the first one I said is going to be on this finger and down the line. So pretty. And then the thumb. Okay, look how stunning. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, you guys, this one has my eye so much. Oh my gosh. Those are gorgeous. Wow. Adept really knows, man, that multi-chrome metallic shimmer formula is so good from Adept. And then you do have these mattes down here that scream very, very fall to me. So I'm excited to just dip right in, and let's see. I'm gonna do 2 looks for sure today. Then the next day, I don't know if I'll do 2 or just 1, but I definitely think I'm going to start with this Delta quadrant here. This is deep rustic orange. And oh yeah, we've got some good pigment right there. Really good pigment. Wow. Okay. I know not everyone's always been crazy about Adept's mattes, but I think in the Aero inspired palette, they were a little bit better. I mean, I never thought they were terrible. They just weren't like, oh, they stand out. But I do think that they were better in the Aero palette. So I'm just kind of packing that on in the outer lid. I'm going with Positronic Net. And I'm just going to blend that right in. This is a really pretty, like a peachy pink color that I think it blends really nicely in with that burnt orange. It just kind of diffuses it. So I like that. And I think today what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same mattes for both eyes, but do a different of the shimmers to kind of keep it a little cohesive. I am going somewhere after this. I don't mind going out in public with 2 different eye looks. I actually did that yesterday with the Haunted palette. I'm gonna grab a little bit of that deeper shade again. Yes, with the Haunted palette, they were 2 different looks, but I didn't feel like they were crazy enough where I'd feel super strange out in public. Nobody looked at me weird, like nobody did. So then I'm gonna go in with Jalad. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry if you're a Star Wars fan. These are very, very light, this one and that Positronic Net. So you're not going to get a ton of depth from these. I think you're going to have to rely just on these 3 here to get that depth, or pull in another palette even. But okay. Let's see. I think I'm going to take that Delta quadrant again now and just deepen up this crease. Okay, that kind of helped deepen up, and actually it turns it like kind of a really pretty orangey coral a little bit whenever it hits that the shade right here. And it really kind of gives it that sunset vibe. I guess that's what the drink, the SAMARIAN Sunset drink, you know, like it definitely has a sunset vibe for sure. The actual drink looks like that. Okay. All right. Then on the bottom, because tomorrow I plan on using just these 3, or maybe even all 4, but I'm not going to use the red at all in the eyes tomorrow. So, or I say red, it's like a deeper orange. I'm going to use that on this lower lash line. If you really pack this, it's definitely a bit like bolder than blending it for sure. I mean, that's any eyeshadow, but I like these tones. I like this shade. I know for some people they're freaked out by red leaning shadows, but I personally really, really enjoy them. Okay, I went ahead and filled in the other eye since I knew I was going to do the exact same thing mattes wise. I'm just going to do play with different of the shimmers. Okay, how about, I really want to put this Obsidian Order down first. Oh yeah, okay. That's right. This is that kind of deep magenta. It looks pretty with the depth of that deep orange out here. And I will say that that deep orange, as you continue to pack it on, it almost like becomes like a brown orange. Like it kind of changed color when you start really packing it on. Okay, that is pretty deep. So then let's see, how about, what did Praxis look like? Oh, that's the green. I'll save that one for tomorrow. That's like a green purple shift. I think I'm gonna take USS Defiant. Let's see what that looks like. Oh yeah, that's that red. So pretty. Oh my gosh. I love a red. This one does, I think, like a red green sort of shift. That would be pretty during the holidays. I feel like this looks like a red planet. I mean, it's on theme with the Star Trek. Okay. How about Packlid? I wish I knew how to say these. I did a little research, but not that much. Okay. Yeah, that one has like a brighter, almost like a, kind of like a coral. Maybe in like pink. Maybe I see a bit of green. That's really pretty, like kind of just like a monochromatic look there. And then let's see, do I want to put, I'm gonna put Fairpoint right here in the corner. And that's more of like a pink, maybe yellow shift. Okay. Then on this eye, I definitely want to do, let's see, let's go with Lal, or let's see, I didn't get that very smooth right there. Let me just blend that a little better. Okay, it's L-A-L. So I don't know if it's just called L-A-L or Lal. I'm not sure. That's really pretty. Oh, I like that so much. A beautiful bright orange, green shift. You know, I think at first when you're looking at the mattes chosen, when you're just looking in the pan, you're not exactly sure why, but I think it's because they like the shifts, they just go with everything. They really do. Oh, I got some sparkle up in that, but that's okay. It actually looks really pretty. I didn't mean to do that up in the matte, but it looks pretty. Okay, then how about Risa maybe, or Trill? I'm gonna do Trill, I think. Oh yeah, Trill is a really bright pink. So pretty. I may try turning down the lights a little bit. Maybe you can see it better. I'm just going to continue that one on into the inner corner. Okay, let me try to turn down the lights. All right, you guys, I was hating the lighting in there. It's so much better here, but you guys, by the way, this is what it looks like. You guys, it's so hard to film in here if family is around, and I have like a little moment of quiet. So here's what we're looking at. Maybe now you can see how pretty this is. All right, so I used almost every shade in here, except of course I did not use these two, and then I think 3 of the shimmers. So that's pretty good. Otherwise I used them all. And the next look tomorrow, I think I'm just gonna do a 3rd look and make sure that I use these for sure. And then I definitely need to use these here. I think this one and this one. And then I don't think that I used, maybe it's just 2 that I didn't use. I used quite a bit. These are gorgeous. You'll have to let me know which one that you like the best out of these 2, but let's go on to this 3rd look. All right, you guys, second day, and we're gonna do this third look. And I am going to do the same like technique where I'm putting just the darker one on the outside and gradient into the inner lid. And because I decided to do that, because I thought about doing something more creative. Oh my gosh, you can hear my pug. He's always like, I want to be inside you. I want to crawl inside your body, because he is that type. So he's trying to find me. Anyway, if you didn't hear the clicky toenails, then you'll wonder what the heck I'm talking about. But he's always trying to creep up behind me, and his toenails click on this wood floor. Anyway, I was saying that I was gonna do like a more creative look, but then I thought, well, what if something like went wrong on my part? And then I don't want to give like the shadow, you know, a different review or critique just because I went wrong trying to go too creative. So I'm just doing the same technique as yesterday, really building up this outer portion here. And I do think though I will do a bit of the lower lash line, like extend out a little bit to create, maybe it's like a tiny bit different shape, but for the most part, it's the same. Okay, I really like that green. That was an awesome green. That was Darmok, by the way. Then I'm gonna go in with Tanagra and just blend that into there. I like the way that those blend together. The first one is much more like murky, grungy green. This one's like, what do you call this green? It almost has like a blue. Oh my gosh, my pug. You guys, he's always sabotaging my videos with his sounds and clicky toenails. This almost has like a blue tint to it. I mean, if you just laid it down by itself, you might not think so. But next to that other one, just ever so slightly a blue, kind of ends up looking like almost grayish, like a green, gray, blue. Okay, now I am gonna go in with Halad. It's Jalad, Halad, Shalad, I'm not sure. That's that like almost skin like this. I feel like this could almost be a banana under eye setting powder. It's kind of like a bone color with a yellow tint. And just kind of blend that in like that. I think I'm gonna actually go back in with that Tanagra and bring that a little bit more this way too. Okay, now I'm going back in with that Darmok with this pencil liner, and we're just gonna line the lower lash line, and then I'm gonna take a skinny angled one to bring it out this way. Oh my gosh, you guys, now I've got like an annoying bird out my window that's like, ah, ah, ah. It's not my pug, it's crows or whatever creatures are out here. We find all sorts of things. You guys, I legit had an eagle in my tree a couple weeks ago. It was massive, massive. Like its wingspan was my size. It was bonkers. Okay. Trying to really make that sharp out this way. Okay, I really like how that is looking a lot. Okay, you guys, I was so wrong yesterday. I was like, I think I used all but 2. I figured out, I went back and watched and used all shimmers but 4. So Praxis I am gonna use. It's one yesterday I thought about using. You guys, this lighting's so much better than what I started out with. Okay, This is gonna have, oh yeah. You can see so much better in here. I'm really sorry that some of my videos have had to been in the other room because this lighting is just so much better. This has so many, this has gold, like pinky purple, green. This is so shifty. Wow, that's so cool. Super cool. All right, then I also have not used Risa and Moog, and then Tal Shiar. That's how you say it. I'm gonna put Risa right here. Oh wow. Oh, that is like really cool. It has such a bright green, but then like a pink. Okay, and then I'm going to use, I think that, yeah, the Tal Shiar. I'm gonna put right here, more in that inner portion. Got a little too high right there. Okay, and then I'm gonna take that Moog and see what that does in the inner. Ooh, it's so bright. Oh my gosh, that's a bright inner corner. Wow. Super bright. Oh my goodness, okay. So cool. I really like that. I think once I put on my liner and the lashes and everything, I think that's gonna look so cool. Okay, so let me do the other eye. I'll be right back. All right, you guys, here is the final look. The lashes are on, liner's on. Okay, this is my favorite. I really liked the look yesterday, but this is so beautiful. Oh my goodness. This may be my favorite Adept palette. It's really hard because I love my Minka palette. I really love the Arrow inspired palette, but you guys, like, this is so, like, the shifts in here are just incredible. And you guys, the price, okay, so it's $79, which you may be like, oh my goodness, but if you think about it, there are 10 special multi-chromes in here. We're not talking like, oh, just like there's a little shift. We're talking about special formula, like a wet, smooth formula that would probably be on the low end, $12 each to $20 each if a brand was selling them as singles. So, and then you get the 5 mattes. So I actually think that is a fair price for this. Performed amazing. I had no problem with the mattes. These 2 shades are super light, but I do think that that was definitely intentional because you can lighten up these deeper shades. So they kind of act like a multiplier of the mattes. So you can go deep and not use them. You can go super light and use these, or you can mix these in and kind of make a mid-tone. So I do think that was smart. I think these are just stunning. They're stunning. And you guys, I think this look would be so pretty for Christmas or even just winter. I don't see this as only a fall palette. I kind of see this as a year-round palette. These lighter, well, I mean, they still pack a punch, but these lighter ones here could be like spring. You could definitely use these for summer. And then I definitely see like Christmas time, fall. I really love this palette. I had a great time with it. And thank you guys for putting up with this environment change. Like you can tell, it's just the quality so much better in here. The lighting, I don't really use any artificial lighting. And that other room is just bad, but I think you can tell really how beautiful these are here. So thank you so much for watching. You guys let me know if you're gonna pick this up. And as always, have fun shopping. Budget shopping. Bye.